Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 50 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Trubisky. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bears nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Trubisky leaves with Montgomery on the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play. And the Bears
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 14, Bears nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Chicago.
Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught by Rodgers. Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We play to win. Let's go.
In the slot on the right is Graham. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 8 yards out, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3rd and long.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bears 17, Panthers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
6-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith, decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the Bears' 21-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 16. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Check, 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 check.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Panthers 21. Bears 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
They'll take
a seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
The Bears ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 42-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
3rd down and 9.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards cards dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we don't shit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And his first pass is incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
On the play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Ryan completes it to Lee. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Davison on the tackle.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Block working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man. It's Judy complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A 4-yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I got him. Charlie. 45, Mike, 45. 79 Broncos. 45's the Mike.
They do go for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's brought down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
13-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30.
Complete.
That one goes for 30 yards. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half play from our studios in Orlando. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Block. He'll find Lindsey here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
McManus lining up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
And McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 30-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Locke again. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
To Todd Gurley.
From 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
On 1st down, Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll run it. It's Lindsey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Locke's throw caught by Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Move on, Crawford. Move on, Crawford.
From the 45 on second down, Locke is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
49-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Stand situation. Let's go. H3, troop 18. Chopper, chopper. Get one. Pilot, 64, weak.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Locke. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Keanu Neal brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Locke on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
19, Falcons 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And that one's complete to Gurley. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Ryan to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
The pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Now Locke. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Gain of 50 yards.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's slide to the.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, Zane Gonzalez is the National Football League.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium, taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his second year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
At the 26-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to James.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To Terry McLaurin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Dancing away at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
15 yards to pick up. First down, Washington.
And the Washington first down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims. There to make the grab.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10 and won with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. For a second there, you looked down on the field. I almost thought I saw Kyler Murray in an Oklahoma jersey.
The colors are similar, though, right?
Yeah.
He is not just quick. because he's every bit of that. He truly is fast. He's as fast as the fastest players in the NFL. And when he puts it all together and makes the proper read, you can see the defense's eyes grow wide because now they've got to deal with him downfield. He's hard to get down.
Switch. Check 15. Check easy.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
And partner, you know I'm a big advocate of taking tape measures and just throwing them away. I want to know if a guy can flat out play. Well, DeAndre Hopkins is about 6'1", and we're used to the guys who go up and take it one-handed like we just saw there. 6'3", 6'4", 6'5 guys. In this case, he plays way taller than what he's listed, doesn't he?
He does indeed, and that was spectacular.
Man, we've got to watch him work his routine. We saw it during practice during the week. We saw it in pregame. He works hard at these one-handed catches. He's not just showing off. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
7. Cardinals 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins taken in by Sprinkle. A little pitch and catch. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first.
Adrian Peterson.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
1st down, Washington.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, 36 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Big draw for Washington.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. First down, Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
And this is Kenyon Drake, fifth-year man from Alabama. The 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's boards. Shit.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, it's Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and very short, Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Washington going to... use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6
They
yards.
face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And that will be incomplete
it with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half.
Dustin Hopkins.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The 44-yard line.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Dwayne Haskins.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie, stop playing on my phone.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to... the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field, his 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was 2nd in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Oh, the return is curved. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Drake on the carry. brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, you and I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget, defenses have been keying on him each and every snap. This guy produces no matter what the situation, no matter what the coverage. Just find him and get him the football.
Play fake. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, 55 yards. And the Cardinals... have taken the early lead. And this will be good. Off the right, upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go.
Nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On 1st down, Drake. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
48-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And a
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 48-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Dallas.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Cowboy ball carrier.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and...
Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
Prescott now on 2nd down, being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Dallas.
And that's a nice sight to see there. Dak Prescott bursting into the end zone. He used the quarterback run game and his scrambling ability to a great advantage his first 3 seasons. Scored 6 touchdowns each of those seasons on the ground, but only 3 last year. I think he's underutilizing an important element in his game, his legs.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Intended for Larry Fitzgerald.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray buying time to his left. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Dancing to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fourth down, Prescott. And his pass is in.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, yeah, this the winning team's 6 ring.
us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's built private. I'm